Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's your friendly neighborhood farmer Raznac, and today we're on Bloomfield, Canada. That's right, we're going to be at Bloomfield for a new series. This is a new series going to be using my board game. If you looked at the thumbnail before you clicked, we're going to be using my board game, my companion board game that I kind of put together. We're going to be doing some play testing with it, trying it out with this map, and I'll be showing you how that works, how it changes your gameplay, and yeah, all that kind of stuff. But we're going to be starting out on Bloomfield. We're on a fresh new save on Bloomfield. I've done nothing. I've touched nothing. I've set up in new farmer. I've just adjusted the settings so that the hard mode's on, different stuff like that is turned on. But everything should be good for us to go. In New Farmer, we actually start with a farm, which is just what I wanted. We actually start with a farm. We start with some equipment. So we're going to start how the map author intended us to start. Now, what we need to do is I need to show you the rules. Okay. So here are the rules, right? This is my board game, the unofficial companion board game for Farming Simulator. I wanted the title as long as it can be. I'll read the rules to you real quick. This is a board game to be played in conjunction with one of a series of video games by Giant Software. With this game, you'll be affected daily by random events that will apply certain advantages or disadvantages to your game save. I hope you all enjoy the game, and it brings many hours of fun. So the object of this game is to have the highest net worth of any other farmer. The object's just to play, right? Object's just to play. As for equipment, you need one game board, one die, 6-sided, some player tokens, 124 event cards, and 10 insurance cards. Those are all on the board. I'll show you those in just a second. Setup. Players will start on any map for Farming Simulator using an initial setup they desire. So you could start on any map. Now, if you want to play along with me, I think that would be awesome. So if you're out there and you're watching this right now, Bloomfield, California, you can play along with me. It doesn't matter what mods you have. I mean, none of that stuff. I'm playing with some precision farming. I'll show you my settings, stuff like that. But you could play along with me, and then we can compare notes along the way if that's something you want to do. The choice of farms, starting equipment, mods, map, etc. All up to you. If you're playing, of course, on a server, then you want everyone to be the same. In-game settings, player defined. However you want to play. Recommended settings, or how I'm going to do it, we're going to be playing at 5x speed on hard economy with seasons growth set to 2 days per month. We also are going to be playing with precision farming. We're going to be doing precision farming, hard, 5x speed, 2 days per month. Now, starting funds. Players will roll a 6-sided die and multiply the result by $1 million to see how much money we start with. So we're going to roll the die here in just a second. And as how to play, I will show you that as we go along. I'm not going to read all these different rules, but in the link, or in the description, you will find a link to this game. It'll take you right to it. You can play along and try it out and see if you like it. All right, let's get back to our game screen. Well, actually, I'll tell you, let's roll some dice, right? Roll some dice. Zoom in on our game board here, because we got to figure out how much money we start with. Right? We got to figure out how much money are we going to start with. So there's my little game board. Each one of these cards correlate to the colors that are on the map. Grab this. Hit roll. It is a little laggy right now for some reason. I don't know why. 5. Holy cow! That's a good one. We're going to start with $5 million. Holy jeez. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Maybe we need to change that rule. Let's actually change that rule right now. I think that's too much. So let's change this. Instead of you multiply it by 1 million, let's multiply it by, say, 250,000. I think that's a better number. You roll it by 250,000. Yeah. Because that would make for some challenging starts, but with that much money, we kind of burn through the game. So we're going to change that rule already. See, that's why we're play testing this. We're going to change that to $250,000. 250,000. So with that, 5 times $250,000 right, is 1.25 million bucks. So what we'll do is we'll go back here to our game, just like so, and we'll pull up easy dev controls, and we'll set our money to $1,250,000, just like that. And now we can start. Let's take a look at the. So that's all you do on day one. Let's set our game speed to 5x because that's what we told ourselves. We'll double check our settings real quick to make sure 5x, economy's on hard, traffic's on, season growth yes, days per month 2, fixed visual month off, snow on. I got crop destruction, periodic plowing, fieldstone, weeds. Everything's turned on. We're gonna make this as hard as possible. Trailer fill limit, sure. Let's go with it. I know it's a pain in the butt, but let's make this hard. You don't have to do that. You don't have to, but I'm going to. I'm going to make things as difficult for me. Okay, so here we are. Here we are on our starting map on Bloomfield. So day one, we roll the dice. We get our starting amount, $1,250,000 is what we're starting with. And we're just going to get to work. We're going to get right to work in this first episode, getting everything done that we would on the first day. That's all we're going to do. That's it for the first day. And then in the next episode, we'll roll the dice again, and we'll actually take a look at the game board. We'll actually take part in the game board. But each episode is going to be a day. Each episode's going to be a day. Each episode's going to be a roll. Each episode's going to be a card. I hope to do this for a long time. As we play, we're going to be play testing the map. We're going to be changing things up on the map, trying out different things, or in the board game. May change rules here and there. We may create some new cards. Who knows? Who knows what we're going to do? So we have some stuff ready to harvest right there. 2 and 4 is ready to harvest. And it just so happens we have a harvester ready to roll. When you load in this game, looks like we start with the John Deere. Let's look at our starting equipment. Let's see what he starts us with. We got a little Magnum CBX 115. Got a Massey 7715, John Deere 7810. And then a nice harvester and some other implements and such. So we're going to fire this bad boy up just like you would any other game. And away we go. All right, canola is almost done. We'll let the worker finish the rest of that field while we head on over here to fill our bin. Because on this map, we have been provided with 2 Meridian storage bins. 2 Meridian bins right there with auger. So we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Nothing going to be easy about this one. But the nice thing is when you load into the map, he's got everything all kind of set up. So let's climb up here on our auger and make sure we're kind of lined up. Close enough lined up. I can't remember if we have to open these or not. Turn my HUD back on. I thought maybe we did. Can't remember if we have to or not. Let's not fall down and die, because we're trying to be semi-realistic. But I do know we need to enter the vehicle. We need to turn it on so that it's running. Got those things out running, and then I can't remember. Might be thinking of a different bin. You have to open. You have to open these. Here's the whole thing. No, must not be. Okay, all right. See if we're lined up here, and we'll pour in our grain. Our canola. Canola. 18,500 liters. We get almost another, probably another 10,000 liters off that field. So 28,500 liters in the first bit. Go. And dump. And we'll see if this works. Something's going on. Is it going in? I think it's going in. Yeah, it went in. It's in the bin. Success! We've put it in the bin. 18,500 liters. Oh, that works. It's working pretty good. Nice solid right there. Let's jump in here. Turn our engine off. Jump back in. Good old friendly John Deere 7810. The AI worker almost has a full grain tank. Go empty him, and then we'll move on to wheat, because it looks like this farm starts us with pigs. So we're going to be buying some pigs. Doing some pigs there. That's what it looks like we have. We have a nice pig shed, so we're doing some pigs. I'm also going to add in maybe some greenhouses. I have yet to decide what we're going to do. So, yeah, maybe some pigs and some other stuff. All right, I'm going to cut away. We're going to get this canola harvested. We're going to get this wheat here harvested. We're going to get all this stuff harvested, and I will be back, and I'll talk to you then. See you in just a few minutes. Not even a few minutes. Just a matter of seconds. Like right now. All right, and we are back. So I got the wheat harvested started. There's our worker, Pierre. We're going to call him Pierre. This is a Canadian map, so he's got to have some kind of... I guess that's more of a French name. You know, Pierre, or... What's a good Canadian name? That's what we need, a good Canadian name for our helpers. Let me know in the comments what a good Canadian name is. I don't know. It's probably the same as American names, you know, like John, Edward, you know, Todd, you know, just typical Anglo-Saxon, you know, North American names. All right, so went ahead and moved the conveyor off that Meridian bin, because that Meridian bin's got our canola. This one's going to take our wheat. Now, while we're working, I want to do a couple improvements, right? Just some real quick. The worker is working, so let's jump in here and see what we can. You know, first things first, we need some kind of weather observation station. You know, something that we can count on to tell us when it might rain. And I think we'll put it up here on top of the house. I think this is a good spot, because then we can run it to like our tablet inside the house or something like that. Now, if you want to do this, it's like people are like, oh, you can't put that there. Sure you can. What you do is you put it where you want. You hit V. V enables just open placement. And just like that. And now you have a weather station on top of your house. Oh, just like that. If we jump into the weather, you can see currently 92 degrees Fahrenheit here in Bloomfield. And it looks like we're getting rain around 1900. So we got rain in the forecast tonight. So we need to get this harvest in and that finished. Now, along with the weather, the little weather system up there, kind of keep telling us what's going on because, weather's important to farmers. Let's see. I think there is an RTK tool. John Deere. Here's another weather station mod I have. Let's put what? We not use RTK tools now in the improving yield, special crops, seasonal animals, okay. Precision farming, so also variable yield. RTK station there. There are two news. Oh, you got to put the whole building down. Antenna provides a better G. That's silly. That's silly. So I guess we have to put the actual building down. So let's see if we can find that building here real quick. I have so many mods installed. So many. Precision farming DLC. I mean, I almost want to use this one because then we get storage, right? I almost want to use this one because then it gives us an option to actual store stuff. Whereas the other one, it doesn't. So I tell you, let's just slap this shed kind of back here behind this shed. I think that's a good place for it. Just like so. Just kind of slap it in back here. Already expanding our farm. There we go. Drop that in there just like that, and kind of ruined the ground underneath there, but who cares because it's randomness. So that's paint ins. Yeah, we'll just kind of paint in. Kind of quick this in real quick. Some quick access to this shed. There we go. Just like that. Nothing, not a super big shed, but it will do in a pinch. It'll do. Kind of ugly this up a little bit. Add some variety, some changes. Like so. All right, there we go. Now we have an RTK shed on the farm. So that is going to help us there too, which is a nice little touch. So we have our weather station. We have an RTK shed. Boom, just like that. Got some weird leveling problems right here. But that's okay. And then I think what we can do is, I don't have a proper shop here on this farm. No, I don't. So let's take that shed. Let's just put a shop trigger in there so that we can do our repairs and stuff. I think we're onto something here, Raz. We can do like something like this, which I think is too big. So that's just. You could do all kind. I have a few different ones. They have like these workshops, but we already have a building, so let's give this building a use. Not the prettiest way of doing things, and again, it says, "Oh, overlaps with the object." Yeah. So what? Find it right there, and there. And now, whenever we pull in our vehicle right here, we actually have a workshop because we have a few tools and stuff to work with. Boom! Look at that success. Kicking butt, baby. Oh no. Purchase, construction, landscaping, soften. Gotta soften this area here real quick. It's a little too bumpy. A little too bumpy going in here. Oh no, helper almost has a full grain tank. Kind of fix this. All right, perfect. Run up and we'll offload this guy real quick. And then we'll talk about, I don't know, baling maybe? Yeah, I gotta figure out, do we want to bale it or do we want it to keep it loose? So we are going to do pigs. Don't forget, we're going to do pigs. We have wheat and we have canola. And now we have straw. So the trick is do we bale it? We already have the baler. Or do we do it loose? That is the question. That is the question that you are going to have to answer. That's right. You guys are going to tell me, do we loose or bale? Loose or bale, put it in the comments. I'll keep track of it. And whoever wins, you are the worst helper in the world. You're missing a whole section. A whole section, helper. Oh my gosh, such failure. Helper has failed me. Is that all your wheat? Is that all you got in there? You got more. Oh, I'm full. I'm maxed by weight. This is as much as this trailer can hold. She's maxed out. Alright, let's go put this in our silo. Yeah, productive episode. We got some harvesting done. We rolled our dice for our initial starting capital, 1.25 million. And then I got to do one more thing with the board game. We'll do that real quick here towards the end. I'll explain insurance cards to you and how the insurance cards work. And we'll be moving on to the next one. Again, in the comments, I need your vote. Do we bale it or do we keep it loose? Bales or loose? That's going to be the question. Do we bale stuff or do we keep it loose? For all of our, I mean, eventually if we do hay and silage and all that stuff, are we going to bale it or do we keep it loose? Bale or loose? That is where it's at. All right, wheat's going into this meridian bin. But we've had a successful first day. Successful first day. Let me pull up the board game real quick, and we'll talk about insurance cards. Be right back. All right, back to the rules section real quick. Right here in the section starting funds. Players will roll a 6-sided die and multiply the result by, we're going to say $250,000. I just actually have to go in and change that. That's going to be 250,000 times whatever dice you roll. So if you roll a 4, you get $1 million. If you roll a 2, you only start with 500,000, so forth, so on. Along with whatever you start with on the map. Remember, this is kind of a new farmer start, so you want to take a map, and whatever the map designer gives you, that's kind of what we're going to start with. If you want to start with a completely blank map and you want to use the $1 million, go ahead. Do whatever dollar amount you want. Roll the dice for $10 million a pop. I don't know. It's your game. You can kind of do whatever you want. That's what makes this fun. You don't have to do anything. Just kind of make it fun. All right. So also in that rule section, it said, draw a random insurance card. So I'll show you the insurance card. Insurance cards are these white stacks right here. These are insurance cards. And what they do is those protect you from bad outcomes in the game. So when you're playing this game and you draw red cards, those can be bad. Some of the purple cards are bad. Some of the lime green cards are bad. The blue cards are always good. And the spaces, of course, match. Oh, I forgot to put our little icon guy here. Let's move him down. Put him on the starting spot. We're gonna start. We're gonna be the blue guy. We're gonna be the little blue man. We'll put him right there. So what you want to do? Best thing to do is just go in and shuffle. We'll shuffle that up real quick, and then we'll just draw a card, and boom, just like that. I have animal insurance, and I'll put it right here. So if something bad happens to my animals get sick, or animals die, or something crazy happens with the animals, I will have insurance to protect me from that negative card. So I can take that card and cancel one of the negative effects. And that's it. That's how the insurance works. And that's going to be it for this episode, guys. In the next episode, I'm going to go ahead and finish. Let me get rid of that. I'm going to finish the first day's work, or we'll probably still be on day 1. Again, just let me know in the comments whether I should bale it or loose. You know, I already have the equipment to bale it, so we're just going to use this equipment. We'll just get it baled up. We'll get all these bales put in and stored away, and we'll just kind of keep working on it. And the next episode will be day 2. It'll be day 2 of August. Working at 5X. that actually will happen pretty quick. So I'm going to try to get as much done in the next little bit before dark, and that way I can move forward with the game. This is the worst helper ever. He's the worst helper ever. That's what he is. So bad. All right, I'm gonna get to bailing, and we're gonna jump in our old case here. We're gonna get to work. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I don't know how many of these episodes I'm gonna get out each week. I'm gonna try to sit down and bang out as many as I can, get them loaded up, and we're gonna play through on this board game. We're gonna see how far this board game takes us in our journey in Farm Sim, make tweaks and adjustments and everything else to it that we can. And until next time, stay safe. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye. Hold that thought. Don't go anywhere. We're not going to worry about straw, right? Because we decided we're going to bale it. We're going to bale the straw. The question you have to answer. You have to answer. Chickens or no chickens? Chickens or no chickens? There'll be a poll in the community tab. Also, in the comments, you can let me know chickens or no chickens. We got room for chickens, so we can put down some chickens to go with our pigs. Let me know what you think. All right. Bye-bye.